specific we talked about. So I'm finishing those steps and trying to get that closed out. Jana says she's got something for me related to Project Genesis I need to work on, so I'm not picking up a new ticket until I talk to her about what's going on with that. Got a lot of stuff on hold and or ready to deploy, trying to finish off, but most of it's waiting on something for somebody else.
I go?
You go.
I am still evaluating TTS source jobs tables to try and figure out where we're duplicating TTS and where we can save some space and time and processes.
Wouldn't it be easier to figure out where we're not duplicating it? Like, that'd be quicker.
Yeah, it would be. But also the same. Got me off track now. Thank you. Oh yeah, so that leads me into my next big project. I'm working on the new environment evaluation. Got an email saying CCP has Windows environment with SQL Server images, so I'm going to be doing some testing with new old socks, and because he also has to migrate some of their SQL servers, so we're probably going to just work together to be on the same environment. And he's going to do some testing, I'm going to do some testing, so we're going to be moving forward with that. Those are really the big
test by like creating some databases on there and moving tables in there.
Yeah. Testing like the functionality available for CCP, and then testing what sign-ins like, what data transfers like. We want to develop, or I want to develop a system where we have development servers, workhorse servers that pull the data, transfer the data, and then we have production servers, which are going to be top level that people are going to have access to, that the Tableau is going to have access to, things like that. So it'll be a little bit different than how we have it now.
If it's something we think we may be able to test with, it would be cool to put our major TTS tables on there, so we know, like, that can be our future source of truth for SI ticket B.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff, and then that will help us consolidate and move off all our duplicated tables.
Right, and I'm just trying to, with that TTS evaluation, or whatever I called it, source analysis, I'm trying to identify how much space it's going to be to get those big tables that we use for every single query, and that'll help us understand how many servers we're going to need and all that stuff.
Do you know if the SQL version is going to be newer, so we can take advantage of like new SQL functions and stuff?
Oh, that would be great. Like split string.
It's
never had anything I could use split string on, and that would be so freaking helpful.
That's part of the testing, but I would imagine it's going to be 19 or 20 in.
Nice. No more stuff XML path.
Right. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
I can go then. I worked a little bit on this intermittent RTM. I think it's going to be exclusions. I'm trying to get with Sandra to see if they're if they want to exclude the RTMs that are flagged as intermittent, or if they want to just evaluate them rather than same day. It would be like 72 hours or whatnot. But it's just a trial right now, so not really a big deal. Then I worked a little bit more on storing modular workflow assignees, but kind of kept running into a wall last week on just like what kind of logic to be able to update the current phase but store the historical phases, and a couple ideas popped into mind over the weekend, so we working on that a little more today. And last week I also fixed the Heyote report because it had some static 2021 filters, but it also has a fiscal quarter filter on the report, so I just removed the year filters, and they can filter by quarter for whatever quarter or year they want.
Do we need to even keep last year's? I mean, it should just be current year, right? Because do we care about who won? I don't remember where that was left off.
Yeah, I guess it'd be a good question. I don't know if I'm on those sync calls regularly. I don't think I have them.
We don't have them anymore.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
Yeah.
That explains why.
Might just need to email Crook or something.
Yeah, maybe I'll just ask them, hey, do you want to keep this? Or maybe like end of Q1 we get rid of the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that,
End of
that's about it.
It's in 8 days. 7 days.
Wow, really? It's just flying by.
It's that daylight savings time.
Oh, I'm stoked for that. Can actually go outside after, 5 p.m. and have some daylight to work with. I did projects all weekend.
I could go. I think I'm finished with the SPM fixing. I rebuilt the whole thing Thursday. Then Tableau wasn't working Friday, and because of Tableau wasn't working Friday, I'm like, you know what? I checked out. I was like, let me log in Saturday. When I logged in, and guess what? A couple of my revisions didn't save, so I had to just do them over real quick, save them, make sure it's good. So they have it now. Hopefully they're good with it and they're happy. Put that to bed. Last time I talked about with the HST summary, I have that main summary page now, so that's there. And I would check my notes and see what else I need to build. I know there's a couple other things that they wanted and just moved around, so hopefully get to work on that today and tomorrow, and then I'm on vacation starting Wednesday.
Do you ever work? Just always going to Florida.
Guess where I'm going.
Did anyone see those? Go ahead.
It's the most economical flight trip I can take.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone see those little cartoon things I posted Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
I love the dream job one. What's your dream job? Why would I dream about working? Reevaluating life choices. A dream job is no job.
Yeah.
Me too.
Seriously. Yeah, and then other than that, I'm good. And see.
Cool. I'll go. So I was working on the AP portal offline Wi-Fi device enhancement. They asked to split one of the dashboard into 2 parts. So move part of the content of a dashboard to a new tab. So I finished that, and then I work a little bit on the upstream performance enhancement. So try to understand the logic and check what kind of enhancement they want. They had a PowerPoint, some slides, so try to get familiar with these and plan to work on that today. Yep.
I just realized I published something on Friday.
You better give yourself a check, because I published it when I published it at maybe 7:30 at night on Thursday.
You weren't
And-
supposed to publish anything after 4 p.m. on Thursday.
I know.
Yeah, I just looked at mine and it's old. Okay. Guess I
Yeah,
need to-
so that's why I was like, I remember, because I didn't know if it was 6 or 4, and then I saved it, and I was like, oh, it might be good. And that's why I checked Saturday. I was like, all right, the thing's probably since like 4 or 6 it didn't save. So, yeah, you are 100% right, Jonathan. 4 or 6.
I might take tomorrow off. Is it my week for the check-in? For the... No, is it?
Who is the
the generator?
generator? Oh, is it me?
What is it? March?
It's Lucy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might take tomorrow off. Seems like a really good day to go for a motorcycle ride, so I know Jonathan approves.
Right
Then
before
I'm-
we get more snow.
Oh, yeah, I 100% approve. You'll feel so much better when the snow's coming down knowing you took a ride. So I'll try to put some time on the clock today for you and I to do that real quick then.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything big going on, so whatever.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, me either today. So I'll ping you and we'll just get on and start rocking. I've got to eat some breakfast though.
And we got our tug off this afternoon.
Yep. Was that 11?
1.
Tug of war.
Last thing I remember I said I could share was the sheet swapping to show and hide filters. I thought of something after that, but that won't take up very much time. Does anybody else have something to share? I'll try to think of the other thing that I was going to share. Hi, by the
Hello.
Ninjana
Yeah.
appeared.
Did I show up right as you all were done?
No,
Yeah.
we were talking about our tug. But we were.
We have things to share.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have much because this workflow report is pretty basic as far as Tableau stuff goes.
Okay. How was everyone's weekend?
Fantastic. I actually went outside and didn't shiver like a wimp in the cold. I just hate the cold.
Nice.
It got kind of cold out of nowhere yesterday.
Yeah, it started to
While
rain
I was
up
out
here.
riding. We got a little snow last night here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out painting a little door I made for the room downstairs to cover our little water, like access hatch. It's like, oh, it's gonna rain. Better bring this in the garage.
Yeah, it dropped like 10 degrees on the golf course yesterday. And it was so wet and saturated, you could only walk. And if I was in a cart, I'd probably be fine. But I was like out in the open on the fairway, and I'm like, this sucks.
cold.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what, shorts or pants? So I went with shorts. And I was like, it was the 7th hole. So I was like, you know what, 2 more holes, suck it up. You'll be done. And that's what happened. But man, it hit you. It dropped like no one's business. I was like, oh my word.
Yeah, these days are always deceptive because it's so nice, and as soon as the sun goes away, it's not nice because the breeze is pretty cold.
Yeah.
How about that sun lasting later in the evening?
Oh yeah,
But
I'm
it was
sold.
dark again when I got up.
Can't wait. I'm so happy about it.
You just get up too early, dude. Get up at like 8. It's light out.
Oh,
Hell, it was even light at like 6:30 or so.
Although I shouldn't talk because I was up at 4:30 this morning.
Ew.
I took a nap after my wife went to work for like an hour.
Like, there's no good reason for that.
I just wanted to stop having the dreams I was having because they were really weird. It's like,
Did you have
hell.
feet?
I did. But like people in video games turned into real people, and then it was just disturbing.
need anything from me?
Not really. That's all I can think of.
I know Jonathan and I owe you some stuff.
Still,
Yeah, I don't really need anything. Are you gonna be in that meeting with Angie and Jeff
Tomorrow?
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will be there, and I don't have lead live, and I won't be driving anywhere.
Nice. I don't have like much of an update. I changed some views around, so like a little bit of the layout of the report, but otherwise I've just been working on trying to figure out some solid logic to store assignees historically. It's proving to be difficult.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I don't want to just store anyone that's been assigned to it. Like, if someone gets unassigned, I want to remove them from our data and just capture who was assigned when the phase was closed, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I got some ideas over the weekend, though. Just, ideas came, so I'm going to try those out today.
And Mark, I saw you got the email out for the SPM, and then had to get another one out.
So it's funny because I worked. I think the last time I published it was like around 7 that Thursday, and then I didn't really do anything on Friday with it, and then Saturday I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, some of those revisions are on there. So I had to do the revisions real quick, but I've done them so many times. It's like second hand. So I did that, and then that's why I sent out the email. I wanted to make sure the link worked. I wanted to make sure that all the permissions were there, so they're all good to look at and see where we're at with that.
Did you tell them no more and then? They need to submit a new ticket if they have any more and then.
Well, they have to get back to me anyway because the columns, I can't keep the 20 columns. I could only do the 10 on each. So I don't know if they want to do 10 and 10 or something, or how they want to break that out.
I mean, you can have like up to 48 columns now.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's because of all the rendering and everything that's involved on the sheet.
That's the thing that was crashing.
It's the tables that are crashing. I mean, if I put that table with 20 columns on probably any other report, it would work fine. You know.
Yeah.
Does that table have all those filters? And that's what they're using all the filters for, is to filter the table at the bottom?
Yeah.
Well, they want to be able to click on any of the different sheets and filter other crap by clicking on that sheet.
Yeah, he was showing it to me on Friday, and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen this many filters and sheet filters combined."
Yeah, it's a mess. Katie gave them too much, and now they expect it all.
Yeah.
At some point, you kind of just have to level with the customer. Like, look, Tableau's not designed to do all of this. Let's pare this down a little bit. So,
Yeah.
you might want to approach that with the table. Like, hey, we can't put 20 columns on here, so decide which 10 are the ones you really need.
Oh, I told them that already. Yeah, I said here's the link. You'll notice there's only 10 columns because it only works with 10. So let me know which 10 you want. Yeah, I got no problem leveling. I just want to make sure, like, I never want to be the person like, well, we can't do that, or it's like, well, we can do this instead, so.
Yeah,
I
it
know
usually goes over decently when you're like, well, if we do 11, it kind of breaks Tableau. So, hard limit, sorry.
Well, they know that I've had a Tableau ticket open. Actually, that ticket is still open, but I just recreated everything, so I'm not even worried about it. They get back to me and say, hey, it's because you had too many columns. I'm like, oh, no F, Sherlock.
They're going to get back to you like, hey, did you figure this out yet?
Dude, that's what they did to me the first time. It's so funny. Hey, you figure it out yet? Like, no, that's why I got a ticket open. No.
What else do we have going on? Lizzie, what stuff are you you working on right now?
So on Friday I finished AP Portal Wi-Fi offline device enhancement.
Okay.
Split the dashboards into two part and move part of the content to a new tab. So yeah. And then I work on the updated fiber business partner review, and almost finished that, but I need to check with Alicia and see just one part. It's not very clear from the request, and I guess Alicia know the details, so I will
Okay.
catch up with her after she come back. I mean, she's off out of office today.
Yeah, she should be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool. Mark, you're out later this week, right? You're on mute.
Got him.
He is up.
She just picks on people that look like they're muted and then asks them questions.
Yeah.
Have we made any progress on the HSC stuff? The summary?
Oh yeah. I just built out the overview page. I just built that out, and if everything's good with SPM, that's all I'm going to be working on. So that's done.
Okay. Cool.
And I was thinking of taking tomorrow off before it snows and rains. It's gonna be 67.
I'm just kidding. You're free to take off whatever time you want.
Awesome. Appreciate that.
I'm taking April 8th off. That's my plan.
Oh, I wonder why.
I don't know, like opening day or something.
I wondered why. I'm not a stick and ball kind of person. I don't know anything about those sports.
Yeah, opening
So
day.
happy.
And
So
I got my, you can buy opening day tickets email on Friday. That apparently no one else signed up for, because my friends are dumb.
Hey, friends.
I'm looking forward to, I think it's April 24th. Supercross is coming to Denver.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
23rd, maybe? I don't know.
Where do they have that at?
Whatever the stadium's called now. I think they just changed the name of it.
All?
Yeah.
Ball arena?
Oh, Ball Arena.
Yeah.
I still
Instead of
feel like you
football.
should just call it the can.
The
It
can.
still fits. Pepsi Center, it was the can. Ball arena, it can still be the can.
Agreed.
Yeah, Ball, they make cans and cups.
Yep.
Like a
Oh wait,
Mason jar.
not the Pepsi Center. It's in the
And
football
Power
stadium.
Field.
Yeah.
Oh, Empower.
Yeah.
Mile
Need a little
High.
more room than the.
It's called Mile High.
At Empower.
Mile High
No.
Stadium.
Just Mile High.
Big open air stadium. Hopefully it doesn't snow because last time we went it snowed the morning of, and then our seat was in the shade. So this year we got it on the other side of the stadium, so it's in the sun later in the day.
Yes, that is how you strategically get seats that.
Yeah, at Coors Field, I always sit on, I think it's the third baseline now, because the first baseline always gets, like, blared with
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's just horrible.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check on the BPE team and see how they're doing. If you all need anything, let me know.
Yeah.
Will do. Have a good day.
Have
all.
a good day.
Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.